Hello guys, thank you so much for all the support so far. I'm very grateful. Thank you. Don't forget to always share my videos to bless other people. Today I am going to be talking about 7 things poor people do that the rich don't. 7 things poor people do that the rich people don't do. Number 1, poor people watch TV. Rich people read books. The question I have for you is, how many books do you read per year? Do you actually read books at all? Most of the time, poor people are usually glued up to their TVs. They watch the TV the whole day. The rich people make sure that they read books. In fact, they have a target for books to be read. They have a target concerning the number of books they want to read in a week, concerning the number of books they want to read in a year. So with that, they are able to acquire more knowledge and more skills to acquire more wealth. But poor people are always glued up to their TVs. So the first thing that poor people do that the rich don't do is that poor people always watch TV, but the rich people are always reading books. That is what is keeping them ahead of the poor people. Number 2, poor people get paid based on time invested. Rich people get paid based on results. You cannot be getting paid based on time and you want to succeed. Even if you will succeed, it cannot be compared to the person who is getting paid based on results. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are working in an organization which belongs to somebody. No matter how hard you work in that particular organization, at the end of the month, your salary is never going to be increased because you work hard than the others. That is not it. I am telling you, they are going to pay you the same amount as they are paying the other workers of the organization or company. But if you focus on creating a result, for example, let's say you are able to develop a product and that particular product comes out into the job market and the product sells out very well, you see that you keep on getting paid for your results day in, day out, day in, day out. Nobody is going to pay you a fixed amount of money, a fixed amount of salary or something like that. So the second thing poor people do that rich people don't do is that poor people always get paid based on time invested. But the rich people usually get paid based on results. The kind of results you're able to bring out to the job market, that is what is going to pay them huge amounts of money. Number 3, poor people always blame others for their misfortunes. Rich people take responsibility for their failures. You see, as far as poor people are concerned, it is always somebody else's fault. It is always the economy, it is the government, it is the company, it is the boss, it is their neighbor, it is their friend. That is why they are in that misfortune. That is the mentality of poor people. That is what poor people always do. But for rich people, they usually take responsibilities for their actions. They take responsibilities for their actions. They make sure that everything happening around them, if they are failing, it is their fault. If they are succeeding, it is their effort. So they don't blame others for their failures. What they do is that they take responsibility. When they take responsibility, they gain power to change. They gain power to do something different. They gain that particular kind of authority to do better than they do. They gain that kind of power to do something different. So you see, in as much as poor people are blaming others for their misfortunes, rich people usually take responsibility for their actions. That is the third thing poor people do that the rich don't do. Number 4, poor people focus on saving. Rich people focus on investing. Poor people always focus on only savings. If you focus on just savings, you are definitely going to be poor. It doesn't mean that savings are no good, but when you focus on just savings, then definitely you will be poor. So most people usually become poor because they just focus on only savings. They carry their money like that, go and put it in the bank, and the bank is rather using the money to get more profit than them. So poor people usually focus on just savings. But what rich people do is that they invest their money. They make sure that the money they have is getting another money for them through investment. So poor people normally focus on just savings, but rich people normally focus on investments, and that is what is keeping them ahead of the poor people. Number 5, poor people always think they know it all. Rich people continuously learn. As for poor people, they always think they know it all. So they usually want to say their opinions on politics, their opinions on money, their opinions on everything that is happening. But for rich people, they always want to learn. They sit down quietly, they learn very hard, they read books, they ask questions, they learn from other people, and that is what is keeping them rich. But for poor people, they always think they know it all, and because they think they know it all, they don't want to learn anything new, and that is what is keeping them in their state of poverty. Number 6, poor people believe that money is the root of all evil. Rich people believe that poverty is the root of all evil. I'm very sure you heard the saying that money is the root of all evil. No, that is not what that saying is about. In fact, that saying is quoted from the Bible, and it says that the lack of money is the root of all evil. So it is not money that is the root of all evil. It is the lack of money that is the root of all evil. So it means that poverty is rather the root of all evil and not money. That is the meaning. The truth of the matter is that just check around on poor people. You realize that all the hatred, all the jealousy, all the backbiting, all the distraction up and down, all the crime, check out on every bad thing that is happening. All these particular things are usually caused by poor people. Yes, it is poverty that is actually the root of all evil and not money. So poor people always believe that money is the root of all evil, so they don't look for it. But rich people usually believe that poverty is the root of all evil. Let me give you another example. Imagine Dangote will just sit down and start hating another person. He is too busy for that. Dangote will not get that time to sit down and be hating his colleague or age mate. He is too busy making money to get time to do that kind of nonsense. So you see, if money is the root of all evil, then why is he not killing everybody with his money? So the truth of the matter is that poverty is rather the root of all evil and not money. So if you think that money is the root of all evil, then you are having a poor person's mentality. You need to change it. So poor people always believe that money is the root of all evil. But for rich people, they believe that poverty is the root of all evil. Number 7, poor people have lottery mentality. Rich people have asking mentality. For the poor people, they think they can win everything through lotto. They think that they can just play lotto and win. So they'll be like, if I win this lottery, I'm going to buy that house. In fact, I'm going to build that house. I'm going to quit that job, knowing very well that their chances of winning are very, very tiny. In fact, if you have a lottery mentality, then it means you're a poor person. But the rich people always have asking mentality. They believe that if I must build a house, it must come from me. If I must buy that land, it must come from me. If I must advance, then it must come from me and not from anybody else. So you see, poor people have lottery mentality, whilst rich people have asking mentality. So these are the 7 things that poor people do that the rich don't do them at all. So sit down, examine yourself, look into these particular things. If you have the poor person's mentality, it is not too late. You can change into the rich person's mentality and advance your life. Don't remain in that particular state of poverty. In fact, when you become rich, it will be very, very nice. So God bless you so much as you watch this video. Please don't forget to share it to bless others. And please don't forget to subscribe to this particular channel for wonderful videos just like this particular one you finished watching. And I can see you becoming very, very rich because you are carrying the rich people mentality.